Good morning, LTSM community. Today is Friday, April 30th, 2021. Today's the last day of April. It's 6:45 a.m. So thank you very much for joining me this morning. As we do during this time of virtual classes for morning meditation. On this channel, we practice each day Vipassana meditation that is focused and centered on the breathing. Meditation meant to help you cultivate in terms of mental, physical, and spiritual well-being, as well as discipline and, of course, a healthy perspective towards your day-to-day tasks. We focus on the breathing as a foundational experience, remembering that without the breath, we don't have any of the other experiences that we have. So in those moments during the day where you feel overwhelmed by all of the things that you have to do, in those moments where you feel stressed, the idea is to have your breath as a foundation to come back to rest upon, and to gather strength for the other things that you have to do throughout the day. When you are experiencing those moments, when you feel stressed, when you feel tired, when you feel overwhelmed, one of the most important things you can do for yourself is to take a moment to step back from all of that, to reconnect with your breathing, to remind yourself of what is fundamental, of what is essential. And in that way, speaking from personal experience, I find that I can usually continue doing the things that I need to do with a little bit more clarity, a little more focus, a little more purpose. Of course, meditation is about practice. And so the more we practice, the better we become at this, the more access we have to this tool that we can use to help us. So we're going to begin by finding ourselves in a comfortable seated position. As I always say, you may practice meditation standing up or laying down or in other positions. The most important thing is that your body will not become a distraction to you, but most of the time I prefer to practice sitting. We're going to make sure that the body is straight, aligned, erect, that we're supporting ourselves with our muscles and not resting on our skeleton, keeping the back straight, holding ourselves with our abdominal muscles will help us to have a good posture and, again, promote good health throughout the day. We're doing a lot of sitting, of course, being at home, so it's important to make sure that when we are sitting correctly, sitting in a way that we are supporting ourselves. And next we'll begin with our breathing. During Vipassana meditation, we practice deep breathing. That's breathing that happens down here in the abdomen, using the diaphragm muscle to expand our lung capacity, and the other benefits that can be acquired through diaphragm breathing I talked about earlier in the week. And of course, you can check those videos out on the channel. So we're going to breathe deeply. That means that as we inhale through the nose, we expand our stomach, expand our abdomen, and as we exhale, we should feel the opposite action, the contraction, the shrinking. And we're going to pay attention, we're going to focus our mind on paying attention to that exact experience. Um, and in this way, we get into touch with the philosophical aspects of meditation, um, especially through the awareness and consciousness of these binary opposites like full and empty, um, light and dark, inhale and exhale. And in being conscious and aware of these things, we are able to see the philosophical doctrine of yin and yang, the idea that opposites are not something that cancel each other out, but rather help support each other's existence. And so there is no full without an empty. And we can become aware of that truth through being conscious of our breathing. When we exhale completely and fully, we are creating space for the next inhalation. And we can't. And once we inhale and we become full, the only place to go is, of course, to exhale and empty ourselves. And so uh, we start to break down these mental binaries, which can help uh, make our thinking more flexible, which is important in our day-to-day lives because we live in a complex world. And if we only think in black and white, then we can be frustrated easily by the realities of the world. And so as we work to become aware of this, um, we're also preparing ourselves for the challenges that we will meet each day. And finally, we're going to practice the meditation with our eyes closed, focusing instead our vision towards the center of the forehead, to the eye of introspection, the third eye, the eye that sees ourselves for who we truly are. And we're going to begin breathing and focusing our attention on our breathing. As we become distracted by other things going on around us or thoughts that just come from our mind without us asking them to, the idea is not to get frustrated or upset or punish yourself, but rather notice that you are distracted and then bring your attention back to the breathing. And so we'll begin by inhaling through the nose, slowly, calmly, deeply, completely. Experiencing that fullness, and then exhaling slowly, gently, completely, till there's no air left in our lungs, experiencing emptiness, and then inhale. And exhale. Give yourself a body check. Make sure your body position has not uh, changed, and inhale. And exhale. Each breath longer, slower, more extended than the previous. Inhale. And exhale. And now you continue at your own speed. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful morning, a wonderful Friday, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday as long as we are continuing virtual classes. Have a great one.